Apply for up to 1.5 million Rand in business funding from Vodalend today. FutureFit, helping you grow your business with Vodalend. We all dream about having our own business, but how do you turn it from a sweet dream to reality and make sure it's not a beautiful nightmare? It's not easy, but it sure is possible. First off, make sure you're getting into something you're actually passionate about. Marlon Naidu did just that, and that's why we're here in his grooming store called Medellin. It's gone from one modest store to 7, and it's still growing. All right, so you have clearly made your dream become a reality. Tell us how you decided what to do and why.
So I've always been passionate about grooming and your personal upkeep. And growing up, it's always been a quick and cheap exercise, to get a haircut. Yet there's very few things that give you the same feeling as a fresh haircut does. So 3 years ago, I decided to make the decision to bridge that gap. And for a year, I cut my hair at about 120 different barbershops, just so I could get a well-rounded understanding as to what the experience lacked and how to position the barber cartel on the South African market.
So let's talk about money, because it is the biggest nightmare, isn't it? When it comes to dreaming big especially. How did you actually get to financing your first store?
So I couldn't agree with you more. So money is probably the biggest deterrent for any budding entrepreneur. So for me, I sat with my wife. We brainstormed how were we going to raise the capital for our first store. And it entailed us dipping into our savings, utilizing credit cards, taking out personal loans, friends, family. And some people see that as being reckless. We saw it as an unbreakable faith. Faith in the concept and faith in ourselves to make it happen.
Tell me about balancing the budget when it comes to giving clients that experience that they want and expect from you and making sure you don't lose profits.
So our unique selling point is the customer experience. From the time you book your appointment online or on our app, to the complimentary whiskey and water on arrival, the amazing barber and world-class tools and products that we have. So what we do is we leverage off the relationships we've built with our suppliers and providers in order for us to deliver against that backdrop. Luckily for us, we're able to manage our operating costs in tandem with budgets in order for us to deliver.
So this is about making your dream become a reality, which you've done so far, but also setting yourself goals and then reaching those goals. So how do you do that?
So being at the coalface at our first store, I had a first-hand understanding as to what our customers wanted and what our people needed. And since then, I've taken a step back from a tactical role and I've begun becoming more strategic. And this is purely based on the fact that you can't work on your business if you're working in your business. I'm blessed with an amazing team. So we sit and plan out our yearly calendar, broken up into quarters. We set simple yet attainable milestones while elevating the marker at each touch point. Setting these big, hairy, audacious goals are kind of counterproductive because it instills a lot of pressure, anxiety, and stress on your business model. And that's completely the opposite as to what it's intended to be.
So what's the long-term dream? Because you started off with a dream that many would say would be small, your first step, but there must be an end goal here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the goal at large would be to become a global powerhouse in the grooming industry. From a people perspective, we want to be able to take in the youth, give them the skills, give them the tools so they can monetize their talent, and ultimately contribute positively to society and the country as a whole. If everyone kind of contributed positively to society, the world would be a better place.
Wise words, and that's absolutely true. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Grow your business your way with up to 1.5 million Rand in funding from Vodalend. FutureFit in association with Vodalend.